So Ollie, a couple of days ago you arrived here with the big telehandler to pick up these big concrete printed walls. What were you thinking when you first seen them?
I didn't know what you were doing. It looked like an egg box to me.
They are, they're an unusual thing to fit in an office, but I think once the whole office is finished, they're going to look fantastic. You did a wonderful job driving it in and getting it all in here safely with no damaging. But then you come up with a great idea on the insulation side of things. So tell us a little bit more about this.
Yeah, so obviously the hollow, there's a big lot of air in there, so you need to insulate it. I was like, what are you going to fill it with? Because you've got to get it to the bottom. You need something that flows. And we have literally hundreds of tons of what's oilseed rape straw. And that, historically, you would use for insulation when they used to build mud huts and things like that. It's sometimes used for horse bedding, and I just thought that's perfect. You can tip it in, it's sustainable. It's not like polystyrene, it's not like you've got to cut it to size and try and wedge it in and then you've got loads of offcuts. We literally just got the bags and you put it in and
put it in the top, tamper it down a little bit, and it
job done, isn't it?
Out, doesn't it? Yeah. So tell me about the process of that on the farm to get it to this point.
So it's basically the stalks. So when we harvest the crop, we don't need the stalks, we just want the seeds off the top, and that's what you use to make cooking oil or road fuel and things like that. And this, we'd normally just chop it up and leave it in the field. We actually bale it because we can use it for biomass, so we can use it for heat energy, if you will, and burn it.
Wow.
But for this, it's basically like nature's polystyrene. Inside the stalks, you've got this like white fluff, which is just like polystyrene.
It feels soft, doesn't it?
Yeah,
and that gives it that insulation value.
Yeah, and if you look at that piece, that's actually a piece of the pod. Yeah. So the seeds are to come out of that. But it's got really good properties.
And it feels warm and dry. How's it get like that?
Well, it's because it's baled in the summer. So if you imagine it's 25 degrees, it's a nice hot day, we bale it, squash it, and then you've trapped it in then.
Great, okay. And did it have to be grinded down at any point?
Yeah, so it was quite long, so to get it so we could get it in easier, we actually put it through a huge industrial wood chipper just to get it sort of like an inch long, so it'd flow better.
Brilliant. And bag it up, lift it, cut it and drop it into position.
That's it.
Excellent. So what other type of things would you be doing on the farm on a daily basis?
This time of year, we've sort of sown up, if you will, so we've got all the seeds in the ground now, they're ready for next harvest. So it's just a lot of maintenance, really. We recycle quite a bit of tree waste into biomass, and this is also why we have some of this. It's like a spare emergency fuel if we don't get enough tree waste to make wood chip out of. But just maintenance, really, fixing the tractors, getting all the machinery ready for spring. So
the great thing about this, it has got so many other uses, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
So the rapeseed oil from it initially, and then the stems, you've got 3 or 4 other options to do with it.
So what's left, someone will just use that to bed the horses down.
Yeah.
So animal bedding. Yeah.
Brilliant.